So, my adventures with Superman. Personally, I think we need to address the elephant in the room so I can go forward with this review so I don't have to address it any further. So, they race swapped Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and Perry White, and most likely there will be more to come. I just want to address it now so I do not have to do that later. Now then, let's get on with the actual review of the episodes. So I've seen the first episode and I've seen bits and pieces of the second episode, but I pretty much know the gist of it. It's where Superman gets his debut suit, and honestly, the suit looks fine. But let's get into it. So personally, I think the approach to the younger, less experienced Superman is honestly annoying to me. Like, I feel like there isn't anyone in America that doesn't know the story of Kal-El, the last son of Krypton, tragically in the fall of Krypton, and of course sent to Earth to live a life that he would be prosperous in and be happy. And of course, everyone knows that story. There's no need to rehash it or redo it when we have many different adaptations of Superman where they already readapt literally everything about his origin to how he got to Earth and his life afterwards. So my thing is, why not just tell a story like Superman and Lois did, where Superman was already well established into the universe? It's the same reason why people get tired of the constant reboots of Spider-Man. We got tired of seeing nerdy kid get bit by a spider, And also, do you really expect me to believe that a 20-something-year-old Clark Kent or Kal-El is still having trouble navigating his powers when it comes to the overall series? Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't really buy that personally. It's just kind of weird, to say the least. Like, Smallville had a great approach to doing it, having his powers take more prominence when he is in his teen years, and then you build off from that, and as the series progressed, so does Clark's powers. But the problem with that is that since it was already done, doing it again seems a bit, I don't know, annoying. Like, I shit you not, literally in like the literal first episode, you have Clark learning and mastering speed and flight at the age of 9, maybe 10ish, right? So really, do you honestly expect me to believe that he hasn't got a handle on his strength and every other power and trying not to break or hurt anything at this age of his developmental years? Are you serious? No, it's kind of no, I can't suspend my disbelief for that, and I won't, because no, it makes no sense to me. So of course, Jermaine Olsen is having a deeper connection to Clark than just him taking pictures with them and for him. And apparently they've insinuated that Jimmy has grown up with Clark, which should be interesting to say the least. I don't really mind that too much. Other than that, the characters themselves are, it's what you expect from the archetypes that they are playing off of. The one thing I don't like, again, this is part of the storytelling when it comes to dumbing down the ages when it comes to Clark and Lois to make them more relatable. And it's, I don't know, having Clark and Lois be the same age as Jimmy, if I could give the show one thing, I can safely say that it can leave room for more of a believable relationship with Clark and Jimmy, at least on that aspect. That's probably the only good thing that's coming out of aging Clark and Lois down. But other than that, yeah, because I'm kind of sick of the intern Lois, because it's we've seen this develop already. We already know where it's heading. We know where it's going. She's going to be the literal world's best reporter when it comes to news and things of that nature and chasing a story, right? That's what she is in the comics. That's what she is in most adaptations. She is literally the best reporter in DC, damn near. So on that note, we don't need this. We don't need to see Lois as an intern picking up coffee and doing things of that nature, or even have that be her insinuated role. Whether we see it on screen or not is irrelevant for future reference for those who will be in the comments. Because again, we don't need that. We know where they're going to be. We know Clark is going to become Superman. We know Jimmy is going to be Superman's best pal, so to speak, as it is in most adaptations. We know this already. So doing this is just I don't know. And even with Superman himself, again, this would make sense in a different setting, but having it set place in a time period and year where Superman in this timeline is 20 something at least. So again, he have more of a handle on his powers and experiences with them at this age. So him being this beaten up by machines that I'm assuming are not LexCorp technology, it's not Wayne Tech, it's not using red sunlight radiation when it comes to their beams or when it comes to overall amplifying their strength, right? That's not the case, at least as far as what we've been able to see so far when it comes to these 2 episodes, right? Why are they damaging Clark so much to where he's literally black and blue? Like, again, I really hope that that new blue electricity is like a thing that's going to be used to like be an indicator visually on Clark's level of durability. Like maybe the blue represents his Kryptonian durability, because maybe it's just not there yet, you know. And like maybe the more he learns to use it, he'll glow more or something. And that's me being the most charitable. Other than that, no, they're just doing anime BS for the sake of doing anime BS. And that's another thing when it comes to the art style. It's very appealing if you like, you know, Japanese animation. If you're a fan of the Owl House, you know, certain designs are taking inspiration from that, i.e. Lois Lane. And it's fine, you know, if you want to milk the weebs of the world when it comes to what they're into, as far as like liking both anime and liking both Americanized, westernized cartoons and superheroes. If you want to do that, fine. But it's just like, I feel like, again, everything just feels like good idea in concept, but in execution, no. Because like they're taking a lot of liberties that they don't need to take, personally, and I'm just kind of just not here for it. But that's just my thing. Maybe you have a different perspective. Other than that, I think the show is fine so far from what I've been able to watch. It's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. I think it's paced really well. Again, the art style is very appealing if you do like that kind of thing. It's kind of like how when Batman's had that like webtoon, but this is like the Superman version of that, and also given animation. So that's what it kind of looks like. And it's not a bad thing. I think taking new liberties with certain properties is fine and creative. But I feel like when it comes to just repeating the same reboot story 1,000 times for a new audience, it just kind of gets old really fast. And I'm just kind of, yeah, no. So that's just my thoughts. My thoughts, really. My thoughts on this new Superman show. Other than that, let me know yours in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe to all the good stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.